By Brittany Wong, a sense of humor, patience, love and a bad memory. For the past 10 years, British photographer David Whiteman has taken photos of beaming, mostly young couples on their wedding day. Last year, he decided to turn his camera on another kind of couple in attendance, couples with decades of marriage under their belts. My photos celebrate the start of a new marriage, but with this series, I wanted to champion the longevity of marriage and give the longest married couples the recognition they deserve, the photographer told HuffPost. At each of the receptions he shot last year, Whiteman asked the newlyweds to point out the guests who'd been married the longest. In most cases, it was their grandparents. Then he asked the marriage vets to sit for a photo and share their secret to a happy, long-lasting relationship. The secret of a happy marriage is to give and take and look after one another. That goes for both of us. Always work through problems and never give up. Don't expect too much, be happy with what you have. Sheila and Archie, married September 6, 1952. Whiteman takes the photos of the spouses individually, then merges them together using Photoshop. Then he prints the image onto large, heavy-duty paper so that he can layer paint, charcoal, pen and ink directly onto the surface. The process gives the portraits an otherworldly quality. As for the secrets the couples share, they're as sweet and cheeky as you'd expect after decades of marriage. The secret is tolerance, a give and take, and a kiss goodnight at the end of the day, no matter how many arguments you've had. A woman named Joyce said of her 66-year marriage. Her husband, James, had a simpler recipe for marital success. Doing as I'm told, he joked to Whiteman. So far, Whiteman has photographed 20 couples. With each portrait, he learns a little more about what it takes to make it far beyond the honeymoon stage. More often than not, the couples stress the importance of a shared sense of humor, and accepting that change is inevitable. The most noticeable thing in my conversations with the couples is how important humor is, Whiteman said. Many of them also mentioned how the nature of their relationship had changed, and how they'd managed that. I even had one gentleman get quite choked up when I asked him what the secret was. He was clearly still so in love. To see more from the series, scroll down. Head to Whiteman's website, Married to My Camera, for more info on his work. Cynthia and Peter, married Sept. 2, 1961. Maurice and Anne, married September 1, 1959. Valerie and Christopher, married February 18, 1967. Jan and Ellis, married August 6, 1969. Michael and Elizabeth, married February 16, 1985. Gavin and Christina, married October 27, 1979. Alan and Judith, married July 15, 1971. Julia and Royson, married June 6, 1959. Mary and Graham, married June 26, 1965. Teresa and John, married July 31, 1971. David and Margaret, married February 11, 1956. Vivian and Michael, married June 16, 1990. Barry and Marion, married March 15, 1975. David and Maureen, married October 28, 1967. Leigh and Faye, married April 22, 1967. Tina and Alongi, married July 25, 1964. Michael and Sue, married November 26, 1977. Roy and Beryl, married March 25, 1961. Let's block ads. Why?